All right, we are going to open up the floor for Coach Slaw's opening statement.
Yeah, don't got much to say other than I think drafted a group of dogs. Um, if you look at the other coach, Coach Rich, he's focused a lot on social media about making Instagram, trying to play all those games. We're not really about that. We're a blue collared organization we got over here. Um, and then last but not least, make coleslaw great again.
All right, so getting right into it, Cole, what are your thoughts on how your team ended up shaking out in the draft?
Yeah, definitely start off early on the position players, want to lock down a great infield, then want to pitch to contact. A lot of strike throwers on our team, just like we got DeVita right here. Great strike thrower. We're gonna feed the strike zone and gonna make our infielders do the job.
Glad you hit on that, Big Slaw. I think the big knock on from the media on Team Coleslaw is the inability to throw strikes. You say you guys have a plethora of strike throwers. Uh, could you go through some of those guys for us, please?
Yeah, you can just name off all of our pitchers. You got Vic Nick, you got DeVita, you got um, Cooper Timko, you got PK, you got Owen Bynum. I can just keep on going on and on, but that we got a lot of strike throwers.
There were murmurings early in the week uh, that you were going to call pitches. Is that still your strategy to call pitches?
So while Rich has been posting stuff on Instagram, I've been grinding the office, talking to my pitchers, what they got, what's their best pitch, what are they not confident in, what's the best plan of attack for each hitter. So yes, I'll be calling pitches.
Going off that, my next question will be for Phil DeVita. Does it worry you at all that you have an outfield coach calling your pitches in the Fall World Series?
No, me and Cole have a lot of chemistry because I also play outfield with him, so I know Cole very well. And we talked after my pen yesterday about what the plan would be going into the game, so feel we're on the same page for sure.
Davita, including you on the roster, there's a lot of outfielders. How do you feel your chances are going to be? Obviously, the talk is you contributing on the mound. Do you think you'll get into this game any possibly with that batter playing the outfield?
I do think there's a situation late in the game or even to start a game that I could, based on the matchup, get in the game. I'll be ready for any opportunity.
My next question is for Alec. Can you just give us your thoughts on being the number one overall pick in this year's draft?
Um, Very lucky, very blessed to. It's a good feeling to know that Coleslaw here has the faith in me to do the job, but it's quickly turned over. I don't really think about it no more. Just worried about doing my own job. Worried about winning a ball game.
Now, your coach has talked about the plethora of strike throwers you have. What's your feeling on the staff and the ability to throw strikes? Does that concern you at all, being the shortstop?
Oh, really? I know the talk of the town is that we don't have the pitching, which I would have to humbly disagree with. But yeah, I'm very confident. We got dark nights like my boy Slavin or my boy Phil here. I think we're very prepared.
My next question is for Carter Potts. Why do you think faculty, staff, and others are picking you guys to lose at an overwhelming clip?
They don't know ball, Mick. They don't know ball. It's just it.
All right, so we had some Mars Hill legends send their votes in. Two that come to mind are Big Al Naran and Sam Kaplan, who I would argue both of those guys really know ball. Why do you think that they picked Team Rich? And does it hurt you at all that those guys that you played with and maybe look up to chose Team Rich after looking at the roster and evaluating them?
I will say I find that interesting because based off of last year's Fall World Series, I think that Team Rich's team was built a lot like Cap's team, and obviously we know last year's result. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, it hurts a little bit. Those are my dudes, but it is what it is. We just got to prove them wrong. Shout out Doogie.
Speaking of Doogie, Potts. Is there anyone on Team Rich that you are especially looking forward to handing an L on the other side?
Brennan.
Let's just go ahead and go down the line. Everyone else can name a name that comes to mind.
I think I'm going to have to give a shout out to Jerry Darrell Lewis and Jake Wagner, my roomies, but sorry, boys, y'all going to take an L.
I'm going to go ahead and call out Dookie. Seemed like a good opportunity to do that.
You got some?
Rich.
Next question's for Alec. Alec, is there anyone on the roster or your team right now that you feel could be the biggest sleeper for you guys? Is there anyone that comes to mind for you?
I've been saying it a lot. I think that boy Slavin's going to come in and just shove it down the Rich's throats. I think he's going to fill the strike zone up with that 83 he's got and compete, baby.
Does it concern you at all that Slavin didn't come back for spring break, and now we're choosing him to be the dark horse of the team?
Not really, because the sweet, sweet boy was stuck in Tennessee. Helene really murdered the road, from what I understand. We all were in our own little environment. Yes, some of us can make it to spring break. I was one of those fortunate people. But yeah, circumstances killed him from the spring break, so it is what it is.
My next question's for Slaw. Coach Slaw, have we come up with 3 starters yet? And would we like to announce the starters for the people?
We have our starter picked out for Friday. That's it, and we're not going to announce it.
Is there a reason you're withholding the information? Like, do you feel it's a competitive advantage, or you're just not comfortable announcing it for team morale? Like, what's the reason for not announcing it?
There's really no reason. I don't think announcing it would really give them an advantage because I think our pitcher's going to shut them down anyway.
My next question's for Phil. Can you give us any insight into whether or not you were planning on being used as a starter or a reliever in this series?
We haven't gone over officially the plan for that, but I'm ready for either role.
So we're just spending most of our time going over what pitches you actually throw, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Is that kind of what you're getting at?
Exactly. We've got the plan for whenever I need to go in, and I feel good with any role that I need to go in with that same plan.
Phil, are you concerned about the pitch clock at all in this World Series?
No, absolutely not.
The media says that that's going to be a huge piece to this game. There's no concern on your part or Team Slaw's part for the pitch clock?
No, I think we all, like our staff for the most part, we're all quick to the plate. We all don't even have to think about that. And we get the ball and we go. And that's kind of the way we're going to go about it. For sure.
All right, we want you to be honest with us, Phil. Who would you rather call the game, Toby or Slaw?
I'd probably rather Toby. I've thrown with Toby for 2 years. And I think it'll be a group effort, honestly, calling pitches. Like, I think the arms will have their own game kind of going out there, too. But I think we'll all be on the same page at the end of the day. But
My next question is for Tiger. Now, Tiger moving to third base. Team Rich has brought up the issues we've had at third base with a new glove. Are you concerned at all that Team Slaw is putting a lot of stock into the position players? And if the position players don't play tight defense, then it's going to blow the opportunity for your team. I want your thoughts on that.
I do think defense is going to be a huge part. I think we're strong defensively, and that's what makes our team great. But, yeah, I mean, moving to third's been different, but I played a little bit there last year, and I feel comfortable there, so I don't think there's going to be any issues.
All right, we did the same thing with Team Rich. We're just going to go down the line. We'll start with Cole. Can you give us your thoughts on the side, Cole Slaw?
I love it. Put on some pulled pork sandwich. Get some crunchiness factor, some chilled factor to the sandwich. Love it.
I personally hate coleslaw. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot eat it, but that's just me.
It's a staple from where I'm from. You go to a little hole in the wall and you ask for a hot dog all the way. That slaw better be pretty good.
Not a big fan of it, to be honest. But
My next question is for Alec. Alec, red slaw or white slaw?
White slaw all day.
Spicy? Do we like it spicy?
Negative. A lot of mayonnaise.
Lots of mayonnaise. Check.
All right, we'll go down the line one at a time. We'll start with Cole. We'll give everyone a different option here, and we'll just pass the microphone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to name a side, and you're going to answer whether or not you think that side is better or worse than coleslaw. We got it?
I got it.
Mashed potatoes.
Worse.
Broccoli.
I'm gonna say better because I hate coleslaw, but
Bad take.
Baked beans.
Oh, worse. Not a big bean guy.
Green beans.
we get better.
Mac and cheese.
I like mac and cheese better.
Oh.
Green beans.
oh gosh. If I gotta say better because I don't like coleslaw. I can't.
Collard greens.
I'm going to have to say worse. Still team coleslaw.
French fries.
Better. For sure.
My next question is for the three players. Earlier on in the week, on Sunday, we made a video and we asked everyone which coach they would prefer to draft them. I would like you all to remember your answer and answer that honestly, please. Who did you say, Phil?
I wasn't here the day we drafted, but I would have said Slaw for sure.
I did say team Rich.
I said Team Rich as well.
One, Slaw, how does that make you feel? And two, is this something you think your team can overcome?
I think we for sure can overcome it. I mean, I get it. They played with Rich, the evil guy on the other side. I understand that. Just gotta prove him wrong. Prove everyone wrong.
We will now open up the floor for any closing remarks. If any of y'all have any, we would love to hear them.
I think my closing remark is I think the talk of the town, like I said earlier, we're the underdogs. I for sure don't feel that way. I think we have the better lineup, better offense, definitely better defense. And I really think that the volume in which Team Rich speaks the trash talk compensates for the lack of confidence that they truly have in themselves and in this series.
Slaw in two.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of confidence in our boys. We don't need social media. We don't need anything like that. They could put a lot of bulletin board material out there, and I think we're confident. I just think we got to get a couple runs across early against our arms, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, as social media been what Mike's been doing on the social media, everyone's picking Team Rich for some reason. A lot is because I didn't take a muffin. I'm not really a fan of muffins. Don't really want the muffin. Sorry, Mama Wit. And then a lot of people just pick Rich because he's alumni. I'm not alumni, but that's all right. We'll prove them all wrong. I like our guys, like our chances. Slaw in two.
Thank you for your time. Looking forward to Friday.